looks like I had a double feature of cat movies. One is one of the best movies I've seen this year, and the other is... okay. Take a wild guess which is which. Yes, now we get the long-awaited origin story of Mufasa and how Scar got his scar. There are actually decent things about this, even if it's one of those movies where it's not bad only because other things are worse. This is a lot better than the 2019 film, because at least with this, it's a new story, and you're not sitting there like, okay, let's get to this scene, let's get to that scene, let's get to that song. Overall, some of the voice work is better in this too, and even though I'd rather see Barry Jenkins using his talents to direct anything else, the fact that he is the director here means it does have some pretty cool shots in it, and the animals are a bit more expressive this time out too. It also feels more theatrical than the last Disney movie I saw, Moana 2. This one doesn't feel like they turned a TV movie into an IMAX movie. The songs are okay, there's a few that don't work and are basically this movie's version of songs from the other Lion King. But some are fine, if a little forgettable, but I'll take that over what I just saw in the end. There's still a lot here that doesn't work, and that's mainly these two, Timon and Pumbaa, who I actually thought were the best part of the 2019 one, whereas here, they sink it hard. There's no reason for them to be in this. They're just here for the host segments when Rafiki is telling the movie's story. You'll be caught up in the drama and some good emotions with the Mufasa plot, then it'll just keep cutting back to these two, making fart jokes and talking about eating crickets and getting really meta, like referencing the Broadway show. It doesn't work when it's forced into a story that doesn't need them. These feel like bonus scenes that would have been added to a network TV airing. The main story does go a bit overboard on the foreshadowing to stuff from the other movie, as not only do they give origins to certain characters, but also props too. Like now it's Homer Simpson telling the story.
Next, I'll tell you the origin of Maggie's pacifier.
This was better than I thought it was gonna be, but it's such a terrible genre of movies that when one isn't a complete piece of shit, it's like, well, that was fine, I guess. It's a C+. It does have Mads Mikkelsen playing the villain, and that's pretty badass. He is perfect casting there. Now on to the cat movie that's in every way, shape, or form better than Mufasa, even if with Mufasa, I did get a popcorn bucket. Flow is a Latvian animated film about a black cat who searches for a new home along with other animal refugees as floods keep making their previous land downright dangerous. Not only is it a great little survival film, but it's cool how the animals interact with each other. Like how sometimes they'll get on each other's nerves, yet when the stakes grow high, they have each other's backs, while still acting like animals, meaning there's no dialogue in the film. They don't just start singing to one another. They're a collection of loners and outcasts, and they grow to respect each other quick. There's so many great things here, like happening upon other animals that they try taking in, but the new members are assholes and get distracted by squirrels and rabbits. It's also fun trying to pick up on little clues as to what happened to this world. Is it futuristic, like it's in the Stray universe? Is it the fall of an ancient civilization? Are they running from the Tasmanian devil? Did the rapture happen? Is this the fault of freaking Homestead again? Luckily, the movie doesn't over-explain with awkward exposition. It just tells their story of survival in a very beautiful, sweet, suspenseful, and heartbreaking way. It's totally an A. I'm glad I finally got to see this one. It's been playing here for a few weeks, but only now did the movie times work out enough to see it. I know today is usually the day a Snob episode goes up, but Netflix is serious about keeping Hot Frosty stuck in appeals, so I have no idea if it'll be up before Christmas. But you can still see it over on our Patreon at patreon.com/thecinemasnob, and we'll see you next week.